braving the elements this morning. Border Force staff launched a second round of strikes today, calling for a 10% pay rise instead of the 2% the government's offered to weather the cost of living crisis.
We want decent pay!
For the last 10 years, a lot of our members have actually had no pay rise whatsoever. Obviously this year, with the cost of living crisis, it's just meant that it's just tipped people over the edge. And people just can no longer meet a basic standard of living.
We've got members who have come to us really struggling to pay their bills, worried about childcare. We're now thinking about setting up a food bank at Gatwick for our members.
1,000 staff have walked out at Heathrow and Gatwick in London, as well as Manchester, Birmingham, Cardiff and Glasgow airports, with military personnel and civil servants checking passports instead, and limited disruption as a result. But it's not just airports. Train workers on 2 lines are on strike today and tomorrow, with more planned next month. And driving instructors continue their rolling walkout. Public sector strikes will continue into the new year, with ambulance workers in England and Wales and nurses in England also on strike again in January, rejecting the 4% pay rise they've been offered. Junior doctors, who've been offered 2%, are also being balloted. The British Medical Association says 4 in 10 are actively planning to quit the NHS as soon as they can find another job.
If that comes to fruition, if so many people make their New Year's resolution to leave the NHS, then we'll be in real trouble. Patients will be in real trouble, and those of us left in the NHS will be really struggling to provide the care, to give the patients care that people serve.
Public sector workers across the country are protesting against real terms pay cuts driven by inflation. But the government is digging in, saying the Prime Minister couldn't allow for double-digit pay rises and that it was up to employers and unions to reach a fair agreement. Inflation, now above 10%, hit a 41-year high in October. The same month public sector pay in real terms hit a 19-year low. Wages down as just about everything else goes up.
And the South Western Ambulance